think the curiosity of people wanting to leave the country of Malta is the fact that being an island, we feel like we're a bit isolated. Every time I do a long trip away, I'm always just so grateful to come back to the simplicity of, Malta and this island that I really love.
Located right in the center of the Mediterranean lies the smallest member state of the European Union. Malta is home to just over 500,000 people and is one of the EU's most densely populated countries. And that's even before taking the tourists into account. But what is it like living in a tiny tourist hub?
Hello, my name is Jessie, I'm 24 and I live in Malta.
Jessie grew up in Mellieħa, a small town in the north of Malta. She, her mother and sister live together in their own house.
For, a small family in Malta, the property market is actually getting a little bit harder to get into, especially for young people, but with the help of each other, we've managed to actually buy a place. So I consider myself very lucky. A lot of young people tend to, I'd say live with their parents until they get married.
The average age at which young people in Malta leave home is 29, nearly 3 years older than the EU average of 26.2. Living in Mellieħa, however, often means a long commute. Public transport is free for registered residents, but whenever she can, Jessie prefers to work remotely. She works as an operations manager at a foundation linked to Malta's online gaming industry. After finishing school, she started out through internships. Today, Malta has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the EU.
I think Malta has a lot to offer for young people, especially. There's, of course, hospitality sector, but also gaming and tech industries are actually pretty big in Malta as well. The salaries are still fairly on the low side when compared to the rest of Europe.
In 2024, Malta's average annual salary was just over 33,000 euros. The EU average was just under 40,000. When work is done, Jessie enjoys the Mediterranean weather and beautiful beaches just as much as anyone else. A bumpy boat ride away, she goes to check out the small island of Comino. But while tourism has brought jobs into the country, it has also led to overcrowding. The small population shares its national treasures with 3.6 million tourists each year. While Jessie still likes to visit the famous Blue Lagoon, the commotion of the summer season can be stressful.
I do have so many beautiful memories, however, of this place as a child, where it was always a little bit busy, especially during the summer months, but I think it's kind of gotten to a bit of an extreme in recent years, where I'd rather just steer clear of it during the summer months.
Even with millions of visitors each year, locals still have their own favorite places to meet. In the capital, Valletta, it's common to run into someone you know.
It's a unique thing about living in Malta, where you're always kind of going to see one or two people that you know no matter where you go on the island. And I think that's a special thing. I think it's a nice thing because there's always a sense of familiarity where you are. When it comes to dating, I think it's funny because a lot of Maltese people say this. They say that it's horrible because it's always, even if you meet someone new, they know someone that knows someone that knows someone else that you've dated,
English is one of Malta's 2 official languages, and most Maltese are bilingual. English is widely used in business and everyday life, but with family and friends, Jessie often speaks Maltese. The language developed from Arabic, and it includes influences from Italian, French, and English.
Namorna kamuna, rajna ħafna nies.
And for many bilinguals, it also feels natural to mix the two and simply speak Maltenglish.
Maltese as a language is something that I've grown to really love. As I grew older, I really started to understand, how important it is to be, one with your identity and with your cultural identity. So I've certainly grown into the language.
For centuries, Malta has been shaped by different cultures. Today, around 83% of Maltese identify as Catholic. Jessie believes younger generations are becoming more open than those before them.
The families are all very traditional and a bit conservative in terms of, how they feel about certain things. But I feel that in the last decade or two, we've really had a fast growth spurt from that. So there's a very big openness and there's a very safe space for people.
Living in such a confined space isn't for everyone. Studies suggest that the vast majority of Maltese university students think about leaving the country to explore opportunities outside the island. Not Jessie, though. To her, this Mediterranean island is made of dreams.
There's so many beautiful things about it. Being a young person, you'll never run out of things to do. There's, I think, something for everyone. So any interest that you have, you're going to find things to do in that here, and it's always so close to wherever you are.
It's a small world in Malta. For Jessie, it's home. Could you imagine moving there?